Imagine this, right? This is a good example. If that's Pepsi and this is Coke and we shake it up, fizz, right? Atheist is what? Matter and motion. We're just neurochemicals, right?
Yes.
How can we objectively say that this can of Coke shaken up is bad, but this can of Pepsi is good, if we're just neurochemicals? They can't. You and I can, though, because we have an objective morality of what's right and wrong. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal. Our laws, are they built by atheistic worldview or from a Christian worldview?
Christian worldview.
Christian worldview, bro. Maybe if you want to be an evangelist, bro, ask questions against like atheism or you name it, whatever you want. Push back, do whatever you want.
What would you say to an atheist, like, who's like very
like
arrogant?
Scientific, stiff neck?
Yeah, arrogant, scientific.
Great question. I would say pretend you're the atheist then, okay? We'll just do this, okay? Where did life begin?
From the Big Bang.
Okay, what started the Big Bang?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? So scientifically, life always has to come from life. So a lot of atheists don't know this. Life always has to come. Can you show me an example where in history life has come from non-life?
Never.
So the Big Bang, what created it then? If atheists are honest, they have no clue. It's a mystery to them. The chance of that coming from nothing, or what they'll say is maybe it's the multiverse, where like we just happen to be in a universe that was in a good condition. Okay, but what created the multiverse? It is more exact. So what's in our standpoint, it makes sense. Something outside of time, space, and matter would have had to create that because there always has to be a beginning. And we know the universe had a beginning. Exactly. Right.
Time, then you don't know when.
Exactly.
To put it. And if you don't have space and you don't know where to put it.
So from our perspective, I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I put the mic here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool, man. You just because the little last girl, bro, she was so tiny. She was like 5 foot. I'll just smack there. Yeah, put any question, okay? So what I would say, man, is it's actually more logically consistent that a creator, God, created that space, time, and matter at the same time. You can search up the logical probability of that, the universe coming from nothing and fine tuning with every single thing being perfectly tuned for us to live is about winning the lottery 1 trillion times in a row. Okay. It's the equivalent of flipping a coin, landing on heads 40,000 times in a row. So is it possible? Yeah, it's possible.
But very unlikely.
But it's so unlikely. Yeah. And then not even just that too, bro. What about laws of logic and morality? Let's talk about morality, right? From the atheistic worldview, is there an objective, we'll pretend you're atheist, okay? Do you believe in objective right and wrong? Or would you say it's subjective, right and wrong?
They would think it's subjective, okay. That it's okay to be blah, blah, because if it's okay for them.
So here's the problem with moral subjectivity then. Can you say as a moral relativist that slavery in the 1800s was objectively wrong? As an atheist?
Well, at that point, I guess it wasn't.
They can't say it's wrong. Would you say that in the Holocaust, right, doing what they did to the Jews, was that objectively wrong, or is that relative? Because I'll tell you what, Hitler thought it was good. You see, what they do, bro, is they use what's relative. So what's relative is based on the moral consensus. Like, if the majority of people think it's bad, therefore it's bad, right?
Yes.
But the problem with that is, does that change over time?
Yes,
it does change over time. Meaning, who's to say in 100 years from now, I think every white person, the person up on top, right, in the leadership, like they do in China, I think every Christian right now should be put to death. If we believe in moral relativism, how can we argue against that?
You can't.
You can't, bro. And that's why every atrocity came through atheism. Now they're going to bring up, okay, but what about the Crusades and things like this and the burning of witches? Okay, we would say that is fallible men. You got to show me where the Bible tells you, go grab a witch and burn them. So there have always been bad men who have used the Bible to do bad, but where in the Bible does it say that? Where does Jesus give us the command, go grab that witch and go burn? It doesn't happen, man, right? Where with the atheistic worldview, it's whatever they want. Imagine this, right? This is a good example. If that's Pepsi and this is Coke and we shake it up, fizz, right? If atheist is what? Matter and motion. We're just neurochemicals, right?
Yes.
How can we objectively say that this can of Coke shaken up is bad, but this can of Pepsi is good, if we're just neurochemicals? They can't. You and I can, though, because we have an objective morality of what's right and wrong. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal. Does that make sense? The West here was built by what? Do you think it was built, our laws, are they built by atheistic worldview or from a Christian worldview?
Christian worldview.
Christian worldview, bro. So keep going. This helps out so many people, dude. So keep asking as the atheist, or what question would they bring up to you? Whatever.
Well, I don't know. I've never been put in a situation where I would have to defend it.
Be ready to, because you know what the Bible says? Be ready to give a defense. 1 Peter 3:15. So maybe you heard some of your friends say this or this. What would you say? I didn't even have to be on atheism, bro. Be whatever you want.
If there is a God, why would there be so much bad in the world?
Free will.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, do you want to talk about evolution real quick?
Yeah.
Like we're coming from monkeys and stuff? I want you to search this up because this is very important. This helps with a lot of them.
Okay.
What do atheists tell us that we came from what? They say we came from monkeys, right? Did you know that nowhere in history have we ever found the bones of a half human, half monkey, ever? Every single bone, you ChatGPT all this, has ever been 100% fully ape or 100% fully human. Neanderthals, they'll bring up caveman Neanderthals. Those are fully human. They were just less evolved human. What they did is they had, what scientists did, and this has been debunked now, is they would have bones and they would mix them up together and try to see, this is the half human, half monkey. It's false, bro, it's been debunked. There was no proof we came from monkeys. But they'll say, yeah, but we share a lot of DNA. It doesn't matter, bro. Even if we share 98% of DNA, that 2%, do you know how different that is?
It makes us
completely
different.
We know, guess how much DNA we share with bananas? And look how different we are from bananas. About 40%.
Yeah.
So what, man? So that's been a lie. There has been this is very important too, okay? We as Christians believe in evolution as a process, but not as an origin place. So remember, the universe had to come from something. Life has to come from life. Atheists already don't know where the universe came from. If you search up where did the universe come from in atheist perspective, they have no clue. They're not going to tell you that though. They don't know. Number two, let's just say the universe did create, okay? For it to then come from space slime onto a rock to eventually turn into a fish, to turn into a dog, to turn into a monkey.
It's just completely.
Show me where in history a species has ever come from a different species.
Can't.
It's never happened. So we believe in it as a process where, like, let's say the finches, like Darwinism, right? He believed in evolution as a process, right? Not as an origin.
Yes, sir.
You know, some finches will have longer beaks, some will have shorter beaks based on like maybe what food they eat, but it's still a bird.
Yes.
Show me where a dog came from a cat.
Never.
And a cat came from a frog.
Never.
It doesn't happen. So why are we believing in this?
It's like...
It's a theory. You realize it's called evolution theory, the theory of evolution.
Yes, sir.
Now, is it possible that could have happened? Sure, it could be like point.
But it's the exact same thing with the pennies and whatever.
Right. Is it logical, though? I would actually argue it's more logical that a creator created us in the likeness and image of God, and then they'll bring up stuff with like the ark and stuff like that. Bro, they actually studied and showed that like if you took one species of every animal, they could fit on the ark. Not every adaptation, but every, because there's like, let's say there's like 10 different versions of foxes, but if you took one fox, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
And so evolution, bro, is a hoax. Here's what I'm saying, bro. It could be possible, but they make it up to seem like it's 100%.
And it's not.
And it's not, dude.
Yeah.
It's on much faultier ground than you would imagine. Search up, bro. Is there ever been a half monkey, half human? Never, bro. They've been 100% monkey, 100% human. Otherwise, bro, where are they today? Why are monkeys still monkeys?
Yeah.
Where's the half human, bro?
I've always thought about
Where's
that
the intermediary ancestor? There's none, bro.
Yes, sir.
So just know, bro, it's all on like, there's a good book. It's called I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist.
Yes.
Isn't that funny, bro? I don't have enough faith. Oh, you're an atheist? I don't have enough faith for that, bro.
Me either.
They don't have morality. Evolution theory is a hoax. How did the universe begin? They don't have these answers. We do, though. And even if they view our answers as, but that's kind of a long shot, I would still say it's more logical.
It's more logical.
I would say it's more logical, yes. We have
Yes, sir.
morality, bro. We know what right and wrong is. Laws
sir.
of logic, nature, uniformity.
Yes,
so,
sir.
dude, you were great, man.
Thank
This
you
helps
so
a lot.
much, sir.
Can I give you the YouTube channel? Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish the video here, guys, on the one plug. If you want to see this ministry continue to grow, these college evangelism debates, challenges, or one-on-ones with individuals, you guys can always sow into the ministry down below. We use all these proceeds, myself and my wife Mallory, to travel to these places and take the gospel full time. As always, guys, there is one-on-one evangelism or apologetic coaching below. If you yourself want to get to these campuses, start having these conversations, and be fully equipped as an evangelist to do so, or there is merch down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will check you in the next video. Till then, much love. Peace.